What's good, you guys? 2021, we made it. I'm super excited for this first shopping haul video of 2021, but also just for the year in general. I've been feeling really good. I've been taking care of myself. 2021 has been good to me so far, so I hope you guys can say the same. And it's also been really good to my closet. So I picked up some new additions from some of my favorite online brands. So Zara, ASOS, Express. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know that those are some of my favorites. You can always see me wearing them. And yeah, so I want to show you guys what I picked out for January. So in this video, you're gonna see everything from suiting to outerwear to loungewear, everything. There's a lot of really good stuff that I'm enjoying. And as usual in this video, I styled out these pieces. You'll see them on figures so that you can see how they move and how they feel and all that good stuff. Now keep in mind that I styled these outfits out from my style perspective. So this is the way I would wear these pieces, but do it your way. If there's a jacket that you like a little bit better in your closet, if there are pants that you think would fit you a little bit better, do it your way. This is about your style, making it work for you. And also keep in mind our measurements might be different. I may be taller than you, you may be buffer than me, so you know, it's gonna be different. On that point, my size card is actually at the end of this video if you wanna reference it to get an idea of what sizes I might be wearing in any of these pieces, or you can always ask below. Now, one last thing, remember if you like this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, you know the deal. With that said, let's stop talking and let's get to it.
We'll start things off with Zara. They have a bunch of really cozy and winter appropriate pieces to keep you feeling good in the weeks ahead, but before we get there, I want to show you these two graphic shirts. They're from this capsule collection inspired by an artist named Anthony Tapias, so I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this first sweatshirt has a really dope brushstroke graphic that spans the front and over the sleeve, which I thought was a really nice design touch. Brushstrokes and art-infused pieces have been trending for the past few seasons, and I really like their take on this trend. So styling wise, I kept things sporty here and I rocked it with two of my favorite Nike pieces. I also caught this long sleeve tee which has some really nice asymmetrical details. I love that contrast sleeve. I think it's a really fun way to play around with this neutral color palette that I got going on here. Plus, you can also see the brushstroke theme on the opposite side, which is also cool. I've been loving these creamy tones, the tones in both of these shirts actually. It's becoming more and more a favorite color of mine this season. I tend to wear my tops tucked in. I don't know why, but it's just something I've done for years. I tried it here, although the graphic does get cut off halfway, so I don't know, I just like it that way. Also, I finally wore these leather pants from ASOS that I got a few months back because I thought they really worked well with the sleeve. Next up, I love this fleece overshirt. They actually have a ton of overshirts that I spent like 10 minutes deciding between, but my closet is overflowing right now, so I said I could only order two, and this one was the easiest choice to make for sure. The color palette with that really nice blue makes it an instant eye catcher in my opinion, and the fleece material is perfect for the season at hand. It's pretty soft to touch, although it doesn't feel quite as comfortable as I imagined once I put it on. It's a bit more of a scratchy fleece than the velourish feel that I was for some reason hoping for. Nonetheless, I think it looks great whether you leave it open or you button it up. The cap up top is actually a corduroy texture too, so I mixed up my fabrics for all the wintry feels here. Alright, and now for the second overshirt I picked. Similar to the first, there's something about the color palette that just really pulled me in. In the winter, I usually tone my colors down significantly, and the cream here mixed with that really dark dusty navy is a total winner for me. I clashed my patterns here with a similar complementary pair of pants. So the tiger stripes that you see on these cargos in that real dusty green and navy color combo is a great match in my opinion. I should have mentioned with the last one, but both of these shirts have pockets which upgrades them to sort of like shacket territory. That's shacket, like a shirt and a jacket. It's an actual term, I promise, I didn't make it up. Alright, so this next set might actually be my favorite purchase in this whole video. Not from a fashion or style perspective necessarily, but from a point of comfort. I'd actually only ordered it because I'd been looking for a good white hoodie without pockets for a while, but I gotta say, it's the softest, most comfortable sweatset I think I've ever had. Like, period, no exaggeration. Again, you see the cream color that was calling my name, obviously. I love how clean it looks, and I've actually had to stop myself from wearing it so much since I got it. I mean, for one, it'd get dirty really quickly given the color, but also I've been noticing that the material is kind of starting to wear a bit, which is a real bummer. Now, as a home item, I'm seriously thinking about buying two more. I mean, it's the perfect weight, it's not too heavy, but it's thick enough to where you can actually enjoy the feeling of how soft it is as it lays on your skin, which is awesome. I started wearing cardigans again this past year or so, and I come to enjoy them more and more each time I put one on. This one caught my attention because of the color. Like I mentioned earlier, dusty tones are my favorite way to approach color in the winter, so to clarify, that's not just dark tones, but like dusty pastels too, sort of like the spearmint color here. I paired it up with these peachy pastel trousers I got from Zara back in the fall, and they work together so nicely. Alright, that's a wrap for Zara. Now let's look at a few pieces I got from Express. I'm working on an IG campaign with them right now, and for this month of our partnership, I went for a monochromatic moment, and gray was the color of choice. It's one of my favorite colors actually, but I rarely wear it, so I wanted to fix that. I saw this shearling trucker jacket that I picked out, and I love it. It's not too heavy, but it's thick enough to keep you warm. I mean, just check out that inner lining. And with the turtleneck, it looks amazing. I love outfits that are made with simple, solid color staples, so I was really feeling the three-piece fit that I put together here. Keep in mind that when you do monochrome, you don't have to match exactly. I used a lighter color gray for the sweater, as you can see, and it still works just as nicely. Plus, it'll probably be easier to find similar colors when you're shopping than exact shades that match. I popped the collar real quick for a slightly different look, but up or down, I think it's a super stylish piece that I'm really glad to have in my closet. Okay, time for ASOS, and there's a lot to see, so let's get to it. I'll start with this amazing relaxed suit. When I saw it, I lost my mind. I couldn't add it to my bag faster. The jacket is a slimmer fit, and then you get a bunch of flow down below with these balloon style pants. I like silhouettes like that because you get a chill feel, but you can also keep it elevated and stylish at the same time. The strapping detail brings serious style points, plus it's not so over the top that a guy with more reserved style couldn't make it look good. I think it's a good first step for someone looking to try something a little bit bolder without going too far. The color is one of the best details here. Like the other pieces before, this pastel tone is more on the dusty side than bright and loud, so it works well with my winter palette, but this particular shade is also fun and colorful enough to work well into the spring. And speaking of transitioning into future seasons, you can break the suit up to where the pieces are separates. So I tried it here with just the sweater, so the pants will work as your standard wide leg trousers. You get all that flow, plus you get a nice pop of color too. And the jacket is an amazing standalone piece. You can tone it down with jeans for a more chill ensemble that's perfect for, I don't know, weekend brunch. You'll see more of this blazer in a bit, so let's keep it moving. Alright, let's hang on to this green and white color palette and add a little bit of black. I love this sweater, you guys. The argyle print looks great with these colors. But then when you take the design of the pattern into account, when you flip the colors across the chest, you see? It's such a cool look. I layered it up with another turtleneck here to raise the neckline just a bit, and then I styled it up a bit more on the Springer side since, you know, it's right around the corner. Alright, these next two pieces are staples that I think can really be used to take your other looks to another level. First up, this turtleneck is a great find. It's nice and form-fitted, it really hugs the body perfectly, and the neck length is amazing. It goes right up to the top of the neck without needing to be folded over, and that's a big thing for me personally, hence why I love mock neck so much. And then these pants have this really cool side pleat design that gives them a bunch of character. Plus, I love the wider silhouette, they're comfortable to wear, and I love the slight cropping of the cuff. You can wear them for casual or chill occasions, and I will show you how. So let's get to this next item, which is this vest from Bershka. I love winter whites. Without question, it's my favorite color to wear this time of year, and this hooded vest lets me rock the color in a very sporty way. I love how you get a high neck up top, and it's nice and padded to make sure it gives you a solid layer of warmth. You can wear it under your blazers, thicker jackets, or even a flannel for some really cool layering moments. Adding even more sporty vibes to the equation, I copped this quilted field jacket from Nike, and it's really dope. Starting with my favorite detail, the double logo on the chest. And then you have the swoosh lettering on the back. The quilting is done in a really cool, unique circular pattern, and then there are these very deep pockets on the inside and out. I almost lost my hand. And like I said, you can wear these pants dressed down or dressed up, so you've seen it worn a bit more casually. Now I'm going to swap out the Nike jacket for the black version of the green suit jacket that you saw earlier. Yes, I got it in black too. I love the design. I'm not ashamed. Plus, it gives me a chance to show you guys how you can dress up the pants if you want, right? It's a good thing. I wore this jacket for a shoot last week, and the creative director actually asked me if it was Dior, so I think it'll give you a really elevated look at a great price. Playing around with some of the sporty vibes again, I swapped out the shoes to dress it down again. I mean, there are just so many options. And speaking of options, yes, here's the blazer in white. Because I just told you I love winter white, so how could I not? I went monochromatic again for a full-on snowman vibe. Okay, we're nearing the finish line. I know, it's a lot of clothing. But first, check out these outer pieces before we go. This long line puffer is another new favorite of mine. Now, I won't lie, I ordered this with the thinking that I'd probably return it once I saw it on. But then I saw it on and I was like, nah, this might be one of my favorite jackets in my collection now. Up top, you got the hood. Like I said, I'm all about the creamy colors, and this ecru tone is amazing. Not to mention the length. I mean, it drops down so far. I wore this in the city a few days ago, and I felt so cool. It's got 2 supersized pockets on the outside, but none on the inside, which I do hate. But that's not enough to change the way I feel about this piece. Okay, now for this next one, I'll start off by saying I'm about to break my color rule. I mean, I don't think I had a choice. Look at this code. What a statement maker. Look, I know this one's not going to be for everyone, but if you do like standout pieces, if you like bright pops of color, or if you like faux fur, you should definitely consider it. I actually saw it on the ASOS Man Instagram page, and I fell in love with it, but surprise, surprise, it's actually a women's piece. I used to work at ASOS, and I've always loved their rule-breaking spirit. This just goes to show you that it's okay to think outside of the box sometimes. It feels really good, it has a bunch of pockets, and it's not too heavy. I will admit, the size of the collar felt off from a few different angles, but this is still an awesome piece to play around with. Okay, one more. If you're still here, give yourself a pat on the back. It'd suck if you missed this awesome shearling from River Island. So unfortunately, it did sell out already shortly after I bought it, but it's such a great piece that I just had to show you guys. I mean, where do I even start? There's the shearling lining, which is thick and comfy. You have that awesome textured leather that I think really elevates it to feel like something higher ticket. I don't know, maybe like Michael Kors or old school Burberry. It's got that beautiful collar with the buckles and the sleeve buckles. No inner pockets, which is a downer, but that's honestly a small thing when you consider everything else. I'm really impressed with River Island for this one. I mean, I've always liked the brand, but this is strong. Alright, you guys, those are the pieces that I copped in January from my favorite stores. Let me know where you guys are shopping, where else you want me to shop in the months ahead. Let me know what pieces you liked, what you would wear down below in the comments. And if you like this video, remember to comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. And with that said, stay safe, stay warm, and stay looking good. I'll see you on the next one.